How's it going, everyone? Jay here with LMR.com. In today's episode, we're going to be covering SVE's latest offering with their front bumper cover repair kit covering all 2015 to 2017 S550 Mustangs. The S550 front bumper cover is known for their weak and commonly broken outer tabs between the bumper and the front fenders. When these break off, the front bumper becomes loose and can sag. SVE has stepped up yet again with a solution-based fix for these. The front bumper repair kit in front of me will include everything you need to get your S550's front end back to looking as it should. Let's head over to our S550 we have here in the shop today to show you how these go on. Some of the tools you'll need for this are a jack stands, drill bit set, a step bit, assorted files, and some painter's tape. Start off by lifting the vehicle via a lift or jack stands. Go ahead and remove both of the front tires. Remove the 8mm bolt on the lower edge of the splash shield. Remove all the 4 push pins on the splash shield. Peel back the shield and tie this one up to keep it out of the way. Moving to the inside edge of the fender, remove the 7mm bolt between the fender and the bumper bracket. Next, grab the edge of the bumper closest to the fender and pull away to release any of the tabs if they are still there. Now remove the other 2 8mm bolts holding the bumper bracket in place and remove this from the car. Take your bumper bracket over to a clean workbench. Using a set of wire snips, clip the tab just above the rectangular opening. Using a flat file, go ahead and clean up all the remaining casting to make sure the surface is smooth. Next, we will modify the bracket. I flipped this one over to the back side where I drilled a pilot hole just above the rectangular opening. Slowly step up to a larger bit a few sizes up until you can start your step bit. Start with your step bit. Line up the pilot hole and drill it up to the 3/4 inch step. Take your time on this and clean up any of the flash left on the bracket from the drilling process. Assemble your stud from the bumper repair kit. Thread on one of the supplied nuts with the head facing towards the ball end, and then follow up with one of the supplied washers. Now insert this into the hole you have drilled. Insert the stud through the rectangular opening on the fender. Loosely install the other washer and nut on the back side and tighten by hand. Go ahead and put the 8mm bolts from the bumper bracket back in place and make sure this does not shift. Using a small strip of low-tack painter's tape, put a 2 to 3 inch piece on the back side and align it to the stud. From the outside of the car, press down firmly on the bumper. Pull the bumper back away and check your indentation left by the stud. This will be the location where you want to drill your pilot hole. Have a buddy hold the bumper back as far as it can go and drill the pilot hole in this location. Moving back to the outside of the bumper, apply another strip of tape on the center of the pilot hole. Use a larger drill bit a few sizes up until you can start your step bit. Using the step bit again, drill the hole out to the 3/4 inch size as well. Using a file, clean up any of the bumper from drilling and remove the tape. Insert the black push button and loosely thread the supplied retaining nut on the back side. Now we can start adjusting. Snap the button section into the stud. Look over your gaps and spacing and make sure you are as close to stock as possible. Make any adjustments you need until you are happy with the placement. Once you are satisfied with the alignment, install a small dab of blue thread locker onto the threads to prevent the nuts from vibrating loose. This can be done while the parts are still on the car. Fully tighten down both of the nuts on the stud section with a 10mm wrench and socket. On the threaded section of the button, install a dab of blue thread lock here as well. Tighten down the retaining nut on the button using a 15/16 socket. Check over your fitment one last time and make sure nothing is moved. Now you can reinstall the 7mm bolt on the bumper bracket. Reinstall all of the inner fender splash shield push pins that you removed earlier. And also the 8mm bolt. Reinstall both of your wheels and torque to spec. Check over your work and you're all done. All right, everybody, this one is a great fix for a known issue on the S550s. Before this fix was available, the only way to repair this was to replace the bumper altogether. This became very costly and time consuming. Install time should roughly take you about an hour per side, depending on the adjustments. If you enjoyed this video today, give us a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you turn on notifications to keep up to date with anything new we release like this one. As always, you know what to do. Keep it here with the real Mustang enthusiasts at LMR.com.